Hi, getting ready for the live broadcast. I'm gonna share right now on the groups. Um, mhm. Sharing to Art Completes You group now, because this is part of our virtual event. Okay, and last one from my school. Are you getting ready? Is everyone there? Okay, I'm still here. I'm gonna start. Just shifting the screens so I can see comments better. Okay, so welcome to our third workshop lecture style. I would like to have more, of course, communication with everyone who watches. That's why we do have the email and we have the Facebook group, so we can discuss your work, your progress. So for today, I want to share how you can apply Art Completes You method and what opportunities you have with that method within your life. And we also are going to do exercises that are related to shape. So we had a beautiful live class as well today from my friend, artist Marina Davidson, who was showing how you can take the line practice in a different aspect and form shapes, and how different objects are born through that. So in general, I will highly recommend send us your emails, and we will send you the list of all different workshops that people are recording. And of course, join the group and watch and follow. If this is your interest or passion, even better. So in general, I'm going to use the 4th chapter from here, not all the exercises, because it's too much for one class, unless that class is a whole day class or at least 3-4 hour class. But there is one fantastic practice that can change and shift the way we see things, and I want to show this one today. So my name is Elena Zelenina, and I am the author of Art Completes You book and method, and Arts to the Rescue books. I did the book for women. Literally whatever I did, my 30+ years of coaching and teaching, my experience with working people in all different countries, or my master degrees, or certifications, all sorts of which I have, is just so that I can help you to make this learning experience more enjoyable and have direct answers, and just help you customize the whole thing for you, because it's often the method gives so many opportunities, and I will talk about it, that we all need sometimes that guidance to understand how to apply. So in these previous 2 lectures, we covered major parts of our fundamentals. It's a line practice that can open up creativity, and then a little bit how to apply the line practice and build the shape out of it, using this method as a heal your relationship tools. So what I suggest you do, if you have not watched yet the first 2, watch the first video, then the video we do today, and then go back again to the Heal Your Relationships video. Actually, both videos, the first and the second one, do deserve maybe a couple of times of you watching and rewatching, because I wanted to give so much, and sometimes it is really a lot, so it's all condensed. And you need to kind of open up every aspect of that. So in general, we are at the process when I want to make the foundation for a lot of different processes possible. So I'm going back to how you can actually create art. And because all these dreams and making desires to come to reality will work much better if you have the practical tools of how to draw, or how to use color, or how to understand the space. So what are the opportunities that this method can give you? If you are interested, for example, in self-development, self-growth, these are kind of the classes that you are willing to take. This is one of the tools that will allow you to open up your treasures inside, your ability to see deeper within yourself, your ability to heal the wounds you have. If you just simply love art, want to learn how to paint, want to learn how to do excellent quality art. That is, I think, right now the most effective way that exists on the market to do so. There is another thing is, let's imagine you're a leader of your community and you love hosting workshops for people, or you love having circles where people get together. Well, these are the tools of what you actually can do with them. How can you start a conversation about issues that are important for them? Marina is here. Yes, I enjoyed, Marina, your drawing class today so much. That was so awesome. You missed the part when I talked about it. Well, anyway, if you are an art teacher, right? So you want to create classes that would actually mesmerize your students. You have stuff you want to teach them, how to use different mediums, how to create this and this, anything you want to teach. You just want to make it exciting. That's the way to do it. Let's say you are yourself a coach or a therapist and you want to have a tool how to help your client better. We can help you with that and guide you to create really nice, profound breakthroughs. Let's say you are an artist and you have the artistic skills, but you want appreciation, you want respect, you want success, you want to share without being shaken every time. Well, we can help you with that. And if you want to train people in all of that, we of course can help you with that too. So I can tell you from my own experience, I am a coach, and people do not come to me because they want to become artists. They usually come because they want to build a business, or they want to become successful, or they are leaders and they need the program for talent development or leadership development. These tools are very beneficial for all of my clients. They might sometimes discover that they actually are pretty good and have more about them that they need to discover and look into. So, repeating one more time, we're trying right now to create a strong foundation with these, our first classes. I would think for about a week, we're going to be focusing on all different aspects of art creation. So the better your context is and more clarity you have on why you are doing what you are doing, why you are learning, the better your learning experience will be, but not just the process, also how fast you learn. It is actually affected. So, today we're going to talk about shape. And as I mentioned before, we have a wonderful, absolutely wonderful, very sweet video from my really amazing friend Marina Davidson, who is an artist and interior designer, who took that line practice that we started with our first video and went into forming a shape. She allowed that flow to give birth to a brand new image. So, for today, and to understand how it's happening and do more practice, please go back to chapter 4, right? Chapter 4 of the book. But here we are going to do some exercises that I think are going to help you just open up the way you can look at what the shape is and how we see. See, I have my book collection here. Okay. So usually when we look around, we see the world as whole bunch of different shapes. Sometimes these shapes are so complex So how do we look at shapes? Let me check if you can see this. No, yeah. Okay, so like that. No, like that. So let me move it here. Okay, so when we look at something, we are doing the following. We look at the house. At the moment when we look at the house on the street, the rest goes a bit blurry. Then we shift and see a person. The minute we see the person, this goes out of focus and we see the person. Then we look at something at the distance. Let's say we're trying to figure out, looking at the mountain at the distance. We look here. This whole thing will go a little bit blurry for us, right? So we kind of, like on a camera, we look specifically at different objects, right? What I want you to do right now, you see all this whole bunch of objects. It's the same as you can look inside in your room or you can go outside. But now, do you see the white paper? The paper is the space where these objects exist. Now, for some of you who are artists, you understand and know very well the term negative space. It's the space around the object. We are going to take one step further with the practice we are doing today, because we want to take our whole world with a very much close to 2D, very flat experience with some flashes of depth, to a virtual reality experience, when you actually do realize the space you are in. And then we will talk how actually it helps with your art or with some life decisions or whatever you are doing in your life, right? So do this exercise right now. Instead of just where you are without doing anything else, instead of looking at the objects, look at the space around the object. So if you have like me. Well, I have these paintings on the wall, right? So instead of looking at the paintings, I'm going to try to look at the space around the paintings. And please pay attention, the paintings are on the wall, so that's easy. But how about where you are looking at, let's say, the chair? Now eliminating looking at the chair and looking through the legs of the chair and seeing the space where the chair exists. So I'm going to repeat it one more time. Instead of looking at the object, please look at the space that surrounds the object. Around the object, underneath the object, behind the object, all the space, and skip looking at the object. Okay, do this please for, like, literally, I have a timer, so let's do it for 10 seconds. So now, coming back, this type of exercise I will leave you with. Today we will go over it one more time. This type of exercise shifts our awareness from the object to the space to the depth. How is it important? Well, the important thing is, first of all, everything is connected. So this is thinking that this, what was it, black, right? So even I'm gonna coloring this in black, thinking that this black circle is not connected to this, is not the way to see the whole picture, right? Because they are connected through that white space. And here we have a flat surface, so it is 2D. But when you are in real life, it is actually, there's no thing, a single thing that is not connected through the space in which they are in. So it will fix this shift, this understanding, will shift multiple things for your art. First of all, your composition is going to have major breakthroughs. What is composition? It is how you actually place the objects on the paper. That's number one. Second is your composition, the changes in light, your perspective, how, when objects touch, what happens? The clarity, how you can see things, will change and shift greatly. So, but having said that about art, I want to ask you, what happens to us? Because we're so trained to see things this way. Mind is going to work the same way, whether it's working for art or it's working in real life. We're using here art as a tool to kind of deepen our experience, understand more, and create a better life, right? So, being an artist is a cute side effect. So, let's say we are just like here, focused on a goal, and this is my goal, right? And I am so focused on my black circle right there, or the red circle right there. when I am not aware about the space in which it exists, my other areas, all of that is going to be affected because they are not going to get enough attention. For example, we focus on our career and it becomes successful and we forgot about our health. Then we're like, no, we gotta focus now on our health. So we focus on that, our family life goes down the drain. Then we say, oh no, surely, okay, I gotta fix the family now. Now you start working, fixing the family, now your career surely goes south. So, not being aware about the space in which you create your new things, in which you make your dreams or manifest what you want in life, affects your life hugely and your canvases in a very big way. So the exercise that we want to have for the art and for making better experiences with our life is to shift from the object-oriented view to space awareness. I hope you all understand, guys. You can, I wish I could see you. Anyway, so I want to give you one example, which was pretty amazing. It was with an art student. We were sketching in Central Park. And all we did, I think Marina Davidson was with me at that time also. She's the one, the classes I mentioned today, the live class, beautiful thing, in our Art Completes You group. So I believe I was teaching that shape practice for a student who was interested in landscapes. So we were looking at different shapes, and then we started looking around, we started looking around with the space awareness. For example, do not look on a branch of the tree, but look at the space that surrounds the branch of a tree. And it's a mesmerizing process. I suggest you spend 21 minutes doing that. It's very much like meditation. And all of a sudden, she was able to see, because it's physically, you feel the shift. And she goes, oh my, it's like a wonderland here. Because she all of a sudden was able to see that behind that tree, there is the next layer of trees. And then you look more until you see the sky. So it is such a profound, important exercise. I really suggest you do it. Don't do it in a safe environment, of course. Don't cross the street and start not looking at cars. Yeah, when you cross the street, you need both space awareness and object awareness. But because we are so focused on object awareness, I want you today to start being aware of the space. So if you are inside the room, just start looking around, not only at the objects, then drop them, look behind, turn around, create literally without any devices a 3D virtual reality experience for you. That would be a big, big help with all other exercises that we're going to do. I was actually planning to show you a little bit of other creating space out of the line, but I loved the class Marina had today. So I would put a link so you can go and watch it in the comments to this video, because that, like, it was so beautiful how the shape was born out of the line. But do that exercise, what Marina shows, after you become extremely aware with the space. So your homework is rewatch the videos if you think you might forgot something or didn't do the practice. Video first, then video second from today. After that, if you want to understand your relationships better, after the first and the second video, watch the relationship video. Please watch Marina's video that she put today, how to actually do art with all the lines. And our next class that I want to do on Sunday, same time, not to confuse anyone, so it's 1 p.m. I want to do on mastering our psychology. I want to give you tips how to overcome these ups and downs and that we experience when we start learning something. Because I'm going to bring a lot of new ideas to these classes, even beyond what I have in the Art Completes You book. Because the more I work, the more I understand what we can do with all this vast knowledge. So you need to be able to handle your psychology, your ups and downs, your fears, your self-judgment. That's why I want to put it as a separate class. Also, so you can then look at the videos and say, all right, we have this mastering psychology. We're going to do something maybe more difficult, like figure drawing, or, I mean, I don't know what you consider difficult. So whatever you can consider difficult. Let me rewatch that class. So before next week, I wanted to put this class in. So Sunday, 1 p.m., I will be very happy to share all these ideas. And want to also remind you that if you want to have notices when we go live, you want to get email notices, whatever you want to get, please email us. Or, so it's artcompletesyou@gmail.com, or within this video, I put a link. You can register for these notices, so you don't miss the classes. Well, I think that's all. So please join our Art Completes You group. Watch these 4 videos that we have for you within our Art Completes You virtual event. I am really grateful that I have an opportunity to share with you all what I happened and was blessed and honored to know. So thank you very much. Namaste. I see you soon. Bye.